Hello.
Hey.
Well, we've made it to Exmouth, or to Cape Range National Park.
Close to Exmouth.
Yep. We stayed up here overnight. We're going to stay at pretty much a dirty, windy spot, and instead we came here to a beautiful, windy spot.
So we have the moon rise, and then the sunset. Welcome to Exmouth.
Incredible. So this is a full category tyre flashlight. The wind speed out my door now is 290 kilometres an hour.
What's that kind of feels like?
It's really crucial. What I'm going to stop me, I'll get the virtually spoke to the lady at the cyclone warning centre and Perth. She told me that it's in the
Where are we off to today? Seahorses.
Very low frequency, and still to this day they've got the strongest transmission in all of the southern hemisphere. There's 13 of them, but the Americans were really superstitious. They thought that the number 13 was super unlucky, so they didn't want any part of that in their towers, so they named them 0 to 12 instead.
Thousands and thousands of polyps, and they all form a colony. So that colony of polyps all work together to function as one whole animal. So that's the animal part of the coral. So then all of those little polyps start to get a bit creative, and they build these calcium carbonate structures around themselves. So all of the beautiful formations that you can see under the boat are each of the different species of coral building their own special apartment building. So that's the rock part of the coral. So then, within that, you get the plant part, which is a type of algae called zooxanthellae. So it lives inside the coral, photosynthesizes, and it produces sugars. So it can feed those sugars to the coral, and in return the coral gives that algae somewhere to live.
So this beautiful big round bommy here, which the bommy is short for bombora, which is a large coral formation. That's a very slow growing type of coral called a chloride coral.
Just keep walking. Cape Range National Park.
Tell me, what do you think of Adam's bucket he got you, Tiana?
Yeah, it's great. It's missing one thing, Adam. A lid.
Pretty nice. Tiana just won Monopoly Go, so she's a little bit happy.
Because I only won once. Out of 10,000 times. We're going snorkeling at Turquoise Bay.
And it's kind of cool, right? Because rather than us having to follow the current, or like swim, we get to follow the current the whole way along.
Yeah, we don't even have to.
Captain's log, day 30 on the road. Tell me about the weather too.
It's miserable. At least it got shelter. That's the main thing.
So it's a beautiful, sunny, warm day out here, and here we have Tiana.
It's not warm.
So I'm just making my way up Mandu Mandu Gorge. As you can tell, it's quite pretty and a beautiful time of day to be out for a ride. So this is our favourite dive site so far, or snorkeling site so far.
Yeah, pretty beautiful.
I'm interested to see if you can get it back up. Surely you can. Whee! Well, I think this is a picture-worthy meal. Tonight we're having chicken palmies.
This is all we have to do before we eat breakfast, lunch and dinner. Jake is off for a snorkel. Let's see if he can spot some turtles.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe the spider's not winning.
I mean, I'd hate to say the fight's over, but
Gosh, it's not moving.
thought the wasp was about to do a backflip from the top. And we have discovered the end of Yardie Creek, I believe. So this is the end of the trail, and it's the black-footed wallaby that we were seeing earlier. So we've just finished up after spending 6 or 7 nights in Cape Range National Park. We've just done the Yardie Creek crossing, and we're now heading south towards Coral Bay, the 4-wheel drive track. It's a pretty good condition track actually.
Got to swim with turtles. That was cool.
Yeah, my favourite spot was the oyster stack for the coral and all of that sort of stuff. But then also Osprey was cool because of the turtles.
Yeah.
The cool thing about the Ningley Reef is rather than being a barrier reef like on the east coast, like Cairns, the fact that it's a fringe coast means that the reef is literally within swimming distance. So lesson learnt. We just had our tent pole here resting up against the window stupidly. We've done some scratching up of our tent. Fortunately we didn't break the glass. We've stumbled across a giant sand dune. I fear we're taking on sand, Captain.
Abandoned ship.
So Tiana, the question is, how long will it take me to swim out to where those kayakers are?
Not long. Like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
I reckon 5 minutes.
I reckon 10.
Yeah.
No, maybe 5. I'll go 7. Today has been a productive day. Not only have we crossed the Tropic of Capricorn, but I also got to swim to Ayers Rock.
We have just come across a rocket. Our shadow! Monkey Mine. Yay. And it's happy hour.
So this is where you would come at Monkey Mire Beach, where you come to feed the dolphins. They'll come up right up to the shoreline and you get to feed them. However, the weather's too perfect and all the dolphins are out in the sea somewhere.
Heading to Steve Point.
Tune in online via your computer to pen online.
Driving on a sand dune.
Well, they actually have to sort of treat those injuries. It's always the worst.
What could be over the hill? Wow.
We got quite the collection of stickers, don't we, T?
We do.
And where are we now?
Steve Point. Cheese, yum.
That's nice. It's just a touch windy here, but the view's alright.
riding his motorbike.
What a man. Me.
Oh.
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Oh, we made it. Oh.
Yeah, that's not so fun.
Oh, such a slow. Oh, there you go. He's off. Nope, he's off.
They might literally be off in a second. So here you can see the sand dune has started to eat the track. Nom 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 nom.
Here we have some wild goats.
Nah. Oh wait. Yeah, it's so gross. Alright, so we made it to the stromatolites. Unfortunately there was a cyclone and it's clearly now closed. They are the oldest form of living things in the world. We've got a business!
Ooh.
So they don't have wood or bricks, instead they have shells.
Yeah.
And they're super light, but are super workable with, supposedly.
Steep point, and then I became one up at Denham.
And we're going to make our way to Z Bend Lookout. Depends, where is it? So 400 million years ago you could have watched an arthropod move from one swimming hole to another and leave this track.
Looks like this.
So I think it's worth taking a moment and giving a bit of an update as to where we are.
We are on a skywalk in Kalbarri.
Look down through the cracks, it's quite scary.
Yes. Don't shake it.
What do we have here, T?
We have nature's window.
Oh, that's fancy. You're not allowed to do any of the hikes during the middle of the day, like you'll get a $1 grand fine if you go hiking during the middle of the day. And climbing and camping overnight's banned in November through till March anyway, so not much point staying here.
No.
Beautiful though.
Bye. Band blasting. As you can see, the clouds have a pink tinge to it, and that is from the pink lake that we're going to be seeing shortly.
I never knew clouds reflected the colour of the ground beneath them. But there you go, they do.
They do.
It's kind of cool. We've already been here once before. We're sort of coming here out of obligation. It's definitely one of those spots where you want to come here in the afternoon or evening just because everything looks that much more vibrant and beautiful. However, given we've already sort of seen it, we're just going to keep moving along. I think it's worth noting that these pinnacles are actually a relatively new landscape feature. I reckon that they were only exposed in the sand in the last couple of 100 years.
We have made it to Perth
Woohoo!
in 6 weeks.
We kind of rushed through the last bit, but this has been really nice just getting here now.
Yes.
Looking forward to settling down for a couple of weeks and enjoying
Unwinding.
unwinding.